You can just like ignore me. Pretend I made a joke. You're gonna be such a good actor.
Fire me.
I'll keep the camera under.
This is great lighting for you. Oh, I just stepped in the water.
It's okay. Wanna come under my umbrella with me?
Oh, gross. Yes.
It's cold.
It is. This is about to die.
Yeah, it's okay. Our spring break. I'm so tired. Waking up for dance every morning, I'm at this point where like my eyes just like aren't even kind of open. I just don't ever open. My coffee's the blackest and darkest it's ever been. I still have a couple days left. I had a midterm yesterday. I have a midterm today. I have a midterm final project thing tomorrow, and then some stuff going on Thursday and Friday, and then rehearsals, and then I can go home. Dreams come true. This is the bodega. Show them the bodega. Here's the bodega. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? This is kind of nice, right? It's like we're hanging out. It's like we're pals, like we're friends. Topic for this week. I wanted to talk about what it means to fail, but I don't want to just have a video about failure. I want to talk about failure and resilience. For me as a human, I think those two things go hand in hand. Because everyone fails, but the difference between being a failure and being a person who continuously pushes through is this concept of resilience. So resilience is the idea that yes, I fail like a normal person, but I'm gonna bounce back and rise above anyway. This year, I say it all the time to people through this vlog, I've mentioned it. This is the hardest year I've ever been through. I have learned so much. I've been challenged so much. But I want this vlog to be a place where I can be a little bit vulnerable and just kind of experience life with you, because a lot of people want to know what my life is like here. I'm gonna be honest, this year, I could say a lot of awful things about this year, and it's felt like I can never get back on my feet. But what I notice is when I make the decision to turn around and keep going, what I have to do is throw away fear. So I'm saying, okay, I know I fail, or I know this situation has the potential of failure, but doesn't matter, I'm just gonna keep pushing on anyway. It's like, okay, woe is me, like I failed, I'm a human, you know? If I failed, so what? You know, people wouldn't like me. Okay, a lot of people don't like me. You know what I mean? Like, as if that's the worst thing that can happen in this world. I mean, failure is just a concept of fear. So when you can get past the fear, you can bounce back. I want to be a person that people see me fail and then see how I pushed past it. I don't want people never to see me fail. That's unrealistic. That's an expectation I'm putting on myself that's just not possible. Like, that's not fair to me. It's not being kind to myself. I want to be like, okay, I want to be the kind of person where people are like, oh yeah, Anna, I've seen her mess up, but I've also seen her handle it really well. The flip side, there have been a lot of times where I mess up and then I just say, you know what, okay, that's it, I'm done, I'm the worst, I'm a failure, I feel like quitting, like, okay, fine, I'm done. You can have those moments, but the idea is that you're always bouncing back. Failure is not a bad thing, it helps you to learn. So I did want to talk a little bit about failure, but I don't think we need to harp on failure and work at ways to not fail. I think the lesson of failure is very valuable. In my theater career, there have been a lot of times when I fail, but they're probably the more monumental times for me. Maybe one of the most monumental times in my whole career was at one point when I was a kid, I was in a show. At the same time, I was also in this summer conservatory camp, and we were supposed to, for the final day, memorize a monologue, and we were gonna go to this field, and like, it was a projection exercise. So overall, I was exhausted from the shows, was learning a Shakespeare show for the camp. I let this monologue slide. Well, that didn't go over well, obviously, because I didn't memorize an assignment. So it gets to be the last day, and we're all there, and I, sheepishly went up and I was like, listen, this is one thing that just didn't happen. And the director was like, basically, gave a very short and sweet speech of, I'm disappointed in you. This is really upsetting. I'm angry. Just kind of those kinds of things. And at the time, I think I was 12 or 13. That was a super big thing for me because I was like, I'm not invincible here. Like, it doesn't matter how talented I am. Like, if I'm not willing to work hard, and it really stands out maybe as one of the first times that I really, really disappointed someone. And after that, after the director sat us down and was like, listen, you really disappointed me. We went down and I cried in a field. Like, really, like, sobbed. Because also I was exhausted and hormones are a lot when you're 13. I remember just absolutely sobbing not because I got yelled at necessarily, but because I realized, like, you know what? If I'm going to be in this profession, or if I'm going to be someone that does more than average, I'm going to have to kick my butt into gear. Sometimes the failures really build your resilience because you can build this mentality of, I don't know if I can say this on this video, but just like the FU mentality of like, you know what? It doesn't matter. If you think I've disappointed you, like, now I'm gonna prove you wrong. And that mentality is very beneficial for a business mindset. It doesn't matter what is said against me, or it doesn't matter what you think, I'm gonna succeed despite that. And this week I feel like I'm in a week of resilience, of bouncing back, of getting back into gear despite the obstacles, because they're still there. Also, shameless plug. That group I'm involved in, Daughters of Troy, a female-focused acting theater making group. I did a performance with them last summer. This summer we're building, writing, working on material for some more productions and hopefully getting some scripts written and things like that. It's been amazing work that I've gotten to do with them so far, and I really believe in them, and they're having a fundraiser that ends in March, so there's a couple days left. Just a quick little fundraiser to help us prep for things that are happening this summer. I'm gonna put a link in the description box if you'll check it out. Also, I'll put their website in there so you can look into it more as well. I think it's a very important work to be doing, especially in New York City, especially this time right now with the Me Too movement and female-focused art kind of not seeming important in our world. It is very important. So, make sure to check those out. It's beautiful outside, so enjoy some video of me this morning.